All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Kakadash, the belongs to apostles of GMS. It's sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, there we go. So I have here, it says, White House doing everything they can to keep gas prices high. And this comes as no surprise. I don't think it's going to go back down anytime soon, nor do we care. I mean, it affects us just as much as everybody else. But so long as the prophecy's still rolling, we'll take this over a comfortable life in this society because we're not meant to be comfortable here. We're not supposed to. I mean, we're here to serve a captivity, but we're not supposed to make it in this society because it's all full of witchcraft, deep demonic lies, and on top of that, this is not our place of rest. So yeah, unlike everybody else, we may complain a bit knowing that these things are happening, but we're not complaining on the same level as these people. They are losing their minds right now, and here it is, just like the devils they are. They'll keep oppressing you people. They're oppressing you to oppress us. So it's a whole tug of war with this situation. Everything's coming to a close very soon, I might add. We don't know when. We don't. We just know that we out here just trying to do the work of the Lord. But this is what we have to expose going out. So I'm gonna go ahead and play a little bit of this clip.
Oil companies need to step up. We are calling on them to do the right thing, to be patriots here, and not to use the war as an excuse or as a reason to not put out a production, to not do the capacity that is needed out there.
So I'm stopping right there as well because they basically calling these people that controls the gas, well, that deals with the gas, which they call it patriots, did not use this war as an excuse when they're the ones that's doing it. As far as the people in the White House and all that, which is ultimately from these rats, but they're the ones saying using this war as a reason for gas, and now they're trying to push that blame onto the oil companies, which, and they're going to even go and say it, is they don't have no control over that. It's everything that's going on in this place. So they try to speak them smooth, buttery words, but them buttery words ain't lasting long. It ain't even benefiting them now. So everything's coming to a backfire, really. I wanted to say a standstill, but this is no standstill. This is a backfire, and it's going to hit them hard. A lot of these things that's going on, they try to dismiss it and they're going to point the blame on everybody else. We know we're the next target for everything that's about to happen, and the Lord reveals everything. These people are in for a rude awakening. But I'm gonna keep playing some more of this clip.
So that the prices can come down.
Well, that was White House Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre yesterday, shifting the blame from Putin to the oil companies now for the price of gasoline, record high. She's calling on them to be, quote, patriots. Joining me right now is Ohio Congressman Bill Johnson. He's a member of the Budget and Energy and Commerce Committees. Congressman Johnson, I'm not sure if the White House understands the way the oil markets work. Your reaction to their calls for the oil companies to be patriotic and send gasoline prices lower?
So irresponsible, Maria. I represent about 800,000 patriots, people that are getting up every day right now paying over $5 a gallon for gasoline. Look, if they control the rheostat on gas prices at the White House, it's not Vladimir Putin, it's not the oil companies. It's 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue that controls the rheostat. They can take gas prices up. They can bring gas prices down. They can do so. They can bring gas prices down by opening up oil and gas production on federal lands. The American Exploration and Production Council says we get about 24% of our oil and gas off of federal lands, public lands. They've stymied that. We don't have the pipelines and the infrastructure necessary to get that oil to market, to the refineries. The White House is doing everything it can to keep these gas prices high, at the same time blaming everybody else except their failed policies.
And there it is. So even they're saying they don't control the gas. These people in the White House do, and as he said, it's not like they could open up more pipelines to get it through faster. So it's all funding somewhere. It's coming to stem somewhere. These oil companies don't just work by themselves. They working under the government. This is Psalms 10 and 2. It says, "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor." Now I'm gonna stop there, because Esau is always finding a way to persecute us, even using our own people. And he's going to keep doing it just by using every other tactic he has up his sleeve. He's been doing it. That's why he's always 20 steps ahead of the people, because people are just now waking up to it. But these devils have something far worse in line. Oh, he's already done some of the worst parts in the past. And people don't see nothing wrong with it. People don't even look at some of the things that's been done in the past. No, if anything, a lot of people is trying to get their leader out of office just to put another leader in office, but they don't understand that no matter who you put in office, it's still going to be someone worse, because guess what? They still had to listen to their higher ups, and them higher ups still had to listen to them rats. So there's a big difference in this thing, and people don't understand that. A lot of people just tend to ignore it, or try to just go after what they see in front of them, and that's what these rats manage to do, is put up a figure face for someone all to blame instead of themselves. You would question why. Well, through that mindset, why would they have to? They could sit back and live a lavish life without no one bothering them. Meanwhile, send a figurehead out and let him deal with all the shit, even if he's a disgruntled old man. So it says, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. So, and it's been clear as day, really. So even with our people that Esau has set up to pretty much target anybody that don't agree with them, including us primarily, well, they're going to be taken unto Esau and likely die, or some other shit happen. And hell, they're being taken into devices that they have imagined even right now to an extent. That media is a powerful tool. The internet is a powerful tool. And a lot of people don't use it for the right things. And when you have control of the media, you have control of a lot of things. So with the media telling people that listen to this rap music that's all about killing each other, or that you could go around being a flaming flamingo, or several other things, they're already being taken into the device. But they're going to be taken into devices when, one, the MOTB kicks in, and when the Lord destroys them for joining unto these devils. But guess what? Even these devils going to be taken in their own device when they're primarily, number one, with those missiles. But number two, and me and the elder was talking about it yesterday, because it popped in my mind, because you will notice that all these other countries, including this place, is starting to make actual robots, or as they call them, androids or cyborgs. And when you look at the Terminator movie, them Terminators turned against people. Skynet turned against people. So I wouldn't be surprised when these things start turning against them. It would be no surprise. But I'm gonna probably go a little bit further in with this because this is showing how screwed these people really are. That they can vote and complain all they want, but they can never change what goes on with the plan.
This is such a sad situation we're in.
Well, it's quite extraordinary, actually. I mean, to hear the president get all tough trying to make the American people believe that it's the oil company's fault that oil prices are where they are after this White House canceled leases, did a whole host of executive orders making it increasingly tough to actually do business with fossil fuel companies. Even the Securities and Exchange Commission is sending out new rules for corporate America to follow as it relates to climate change. And yet they're there with this, muster and this toughness against the oil companies, and nobody calls them out. It's absolutely outrageous.
It is outrageous because they want these high gas prices. The president has made it very clear. He plans, and his idea is to eliminate the use of fossil fuels in America. And by the way, the rest of the world is not going to do that. Over 90% of the world's energy comes from fossil fuels, Maria. It's not wind and solar. And why our president seems to think that our country has to do without it is beyond me. But they want these high gas prices. They want these high energy costs, which are driving up the cost of everything. It takes energy to manufacture a product. It takes energy to get that product to market, to get to the store to buy it. It's crazy what they're doing. Again, they hold the rheostat. They can turn them up or down.
This is Isaiah 42:22. It says, "But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses." So what you're seeing now is a whole bunch of snares in these holes, and it's not helping the people, and it was never meant to. You see, so many of the people, even just going into the average Edomite people, but this scripture primarily is only solely talking about our people. What you're seeing today is everybody being hit one after another. What I mean by that is they'll take this for example. They'll raise the gas prices, but then they'll call themselves trying to raise how much jobs pay you, when you're still suffering, if not more, than what you're getting quote unquote paid for. Because guess what? People still need to find higher paying jobs to even outweigh the cost of the means of what's the value of the dollar going down for. So you have all these prices going up, but now you still have to find another job to even balance it out. That's why you have a job that was just $12 last year, all of a sudden $16 this year. May look like a big jump, but guess what? That gas price ain't the only thing that went up. Your gas bill done went up. Your mortgage or your rent went up. Everything has gone up. So, and that's just an example, but you look at the laws or anything, like even what the media hits you with, like you get hit with something deal with war. Then the next few minutes, you're distracted because something nice came up on the TV, or you're watching BET or some TikTok to distract you from what's really going on. And that distraction plays a big part into people not seeing what's about to happen next. You got some jig out there that's really catching on to a lot of this stuff, but it's not helping them more so any good because they're not waking up to the truth to understand why these things are happening or how it's going to happen. They'll just, and that's why they call themselves woke, because woke means you're half asleep. When we say we are awake to the truth, which means we are fully aware, we are fully there, we are fully knowledgeable and not blind, not with our eyes not blurry, to see this, to see these things clear as day of what Esau is doing. Because people still had that mentality where they still waking up, they can't see much, so they open the blinds and they still being blinded to where they can only see some of the shit that's going on. But when we open them blinds, we are seeing not what Babylon or what these rats decide to put out here is some green lush land, but we're seeing sewage. We're seeing broken streets, literally, even that. We're seeing all the dirt that Esau's been trying to cover up with these lies, and that goes to show you why the average citizen is so screwed, is because they only see what they want to see. But now that they're not seeing it, now that people getting upset, now people getting pissed. Now people can't pay for gas the way they want to because it's so damn high. Now you have to monitor how much you buy from a grocery store even more. What cost you $300 worth of groceries that shot up to $600 worth. So for people that don't see that this is a problem, or only think that it's only a problem with the leadership, you still done failed. You still don't understand that the bigger picture isn't about the leadership of the society. It's about who actually runs it, who actually owns it. But people would never look at that. But that's why these devils got to pay for everything they done. Primarily because of this. Primarily because of everything that goes on. It's not only about how people suffer here. It's also about what he's doing to the earth. We go hand in hand with the earth because we are the caretakers of the earth. But we ain't taking care of the earth now. If anything, Esau's running the earth more. Because we can't do our job as the caretakers of the earth. But that's why Micah 2:1 plays a big factor, where it says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity." And Esau has a whole bunch of it. That's why it says woe means destruction. Woe is destruction. So these rats, these Edomites, all these heathens, especially, I'm primarily only talking about mostly the rats and these Edomites. But anybody that had a hand in our slavery is going to get it. But that destruction, Esau is really going to feel it. Esau is really going to feel how we felt, but 10 times worse. So he could keep planning up all these things. He can keep destroying whatever he wants to destroy in this place. When it comes to us, he's racking a tally for not only harming us, but from harming the earth and just being the devil that he is. So you're going to get all of that. But that's pretty much all I wanted to go into with this. So I figured I'd do a quick video on it just because it came across. But little one, this was edifying. And with that, shalom.